Well, hey, what's up, y'all? How are we doing? Happy to have you guys in. Thank you for joining on in. Now, in case we have anyone who's just getting here, doesn't know, or watches a video on demand, which honestly, why in the hell would you? But all right, cool. Thanks if you do. My name's Jesse. We're hanging out. We're playing. You guessed it, Final Fantasy 16. We're back to the Final Fantasy 16 grind. It is always fun, always a good time. Good to have you. So we are picking up where I left off, which we just got my butt whooped by Barnabas, Barna something.
In these days.
Don't tell me we've run out of
What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields
And we got a shit ton of side quests to do. You might ask why my space looks a little different. You don't see a chair behind me right now. Because my cat stole my good chair. Healer's place. Yay, we helped them. I and the other Cursebreakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest, her recent investigations have visited upon her. Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. Hello, Jay.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will
No,
confide
they stole.
in me.
Yes, Bill is currently
I can
asleep
speak
in
to
it.
her at least.
So I said, fine, Bill, you can sleep in that one. Because I actually like the way that this one fits better. Have you heard of the game Only Up? Have I heard of it? I've chatted about it with Boozle and Jordan a few times. I've watched a lot of things. I know that it's like trending. You just beat it? Are the climbing mechanics as shitty as they look?
Come back. Covered
In one shot, did you record it? You better have recorded this gameplay. Record it.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she?
Well, good job, though, my guy.
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the
did well.
Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt.
Just wanted to have a
With the
look because
fortune
I'm
and
telling
that.
you, I'm gonna just
Well,
get the
anyway,
game and be
the
like
mine's
faster
just down
than he
the road
tried
from
on
there,
stream, but I
spewing
did
at
not
you for like
anticipate
no
to have
one's
done it so
business.
quickly.
And the village?
Safe from the
You're
flood for now,
pro
but they've
gamer
got other
moves.
problems.
Pro gamer moves.
Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a
Bro.
few Cursebreakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts
But
can
no,
do.
I don't think anyone could really
Except get
anticipate
eaten.
going through and beating that in like
Something
one
ain't done
shot.
soon. The old place will be overrun.
Oh, that's a whole lot of climbing, my guy.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid.
Fair.
You reckon we should tell him?
No.
No. It's better this way.
Yeah, well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
So many side quests we're about to accept, by the way. I hope you're ready. There's a bunch. Alright, let's see where we gotta go this time.
How was she? The Enterprise.
Watched a ton of videos, also including speedruns, so I knew someone started beginning the
Just the man I
mechanics.
was hoping
Right,
to
was quite
see.
easy because I love jumping runs
you
and
have a
hardcore
mo?
platformers. Like these are
Don't
easier
tell
than the
me.
2D ones.
You need more bomb ash.
Yeah, I stuck with a hammer and a
Oh,
pot.
no.
A turn
We've
of
still got plenty
Noctis.
of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top. For
I prefer the
additional
2D
thermal
ones.
amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
We cover all grounds. We do.
If it's for the
We
good
do,
of
we
the
do, we
hideaway,
do.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
How's your day been? It's been good. I woke up at
exactly
like
is
1
this
o'clock
good stuff
because I
you
didn't
need
go
me
to
to
bed until like
find?
5 in the morning because I worked at the nightclub. So kind of a late start.
got a
I just
couple of
chilled. I played
examples here.
some Fortnite with Boozle and
Spherical
Jordan for a
echoes,
bit,
we
and
call
then
them.
had some food.
More fallen
I cleaned up,
materials.
and then now
So
it's
this
like
smelter is similar to the mithril engine in
I don't know.
more
I feel
ways
like my
than
day
one.
should now be getting
That's
going, and
right.
it's 9 o'clock,
They're a
almost 10
bit
at night.
like the thermal
Oh, it is
helms.
10.
Fallen
Beautiful.
ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things,
Yeah, it's
they're
been a good
all
day.
outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as
How
many
was your
as we
day
can.
besides beating only up in
I
one
know where
go?
we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
It'll do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
Weird. Even weirder science. Yeah, no, I'm just getting back to the grind. Gonna see if I can make some progress, and
With Canva
if
in the
anything,
hands
just
of a
knock
Kashik,
some of these side quests out of the way.
I need to find another.
Because I also have a lot of other ones in like other areas I need to go start.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
Yeah.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness.
I'm pretty
Yet
mad up to
still,
that
it was
point, but
not
joining the
enough.
voids a bit this week. I've
The
been out
king
either
could have
playing some
ended
games
me
or
at
having a
any
nap.
moment,
We'll
but
see.
instead chose
We shall
to
get to
toy with
play
me like a
Strangers of
cur
Paradise
does a
soon.
mouse.
You underestimate
Go where the
yourself.
winds of fate take you, my friend.
Oh, it was crystal.
I say you play games while you
Only
nap.
one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
I play games while I nap. Thank you. That's either way. Anytime is what I do. May my blessings be upon you. Nameless Slug. You can hang out, see what shenanigans we get into. I'm sure my soothing voice and shrill screams will eventually lull you to sleep. Especially the screams, yeah. The best part. Hey Dion, what you doing? It's the potions, tinctures, something, and tonics girl. She's got a whole spiel. She's my favorite. Her story arc in this game has been amazing. She's at like every disaster site and is always running into key characters. She tried to sell like Jill and Clive very early in the game at like the market.
What is this place?
This little girl. She is everywhere. She is our main protagonist. 100%.
Here, it's fresh from the well.
Drink thy potion now, tarnished. Yeah, very, very much that feel.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear.
Yeah. Yep. Accountability is important.
For it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely.
Your hurts. I love her.
It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
She's my favorite. I actually want to go back and see like how many times she appears in the... Because it's quite often.
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
I'll take the whole stock, right. We didn't even buy anything. Joe was like, no, child. And I'm like, oh, she has a great spiel. The winds have changed, Dion.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer.
Talking to the...
You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
Yeah, they won't.
You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind. Yes,
It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
All right. Well, while y'all do that, I'm gonna go spend a lot of in-game time doing side quests. All the side quests.
Won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Look at that. Think we want to go? Yeah. Let's take care of this one. There's just so many.
So drop. Post is still standing. For now, at least.
More comprehensive map overlay than Jedi Survivor. Yeah, no, the map's not bad. I'm horrible at using
Clive, you're here.
And the
it. I've
Akashic.
gotten a little bit better, but barely.
Mostly off to the north still.
I'm always like fucking
I
up,
spoke to
exiting
Doris'
out,
scouts,
going
and
to
it turns
different
out things are
screen.
worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravosht would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw?
I need to remember how to
Keen
say
to help
this
us
in,
out again?
like the place of this,
I
the
am.
name of this place.
Thought you could sneak off
I
without
need to
me,
also
did ya?
remember how to talk.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
Oh, look at them,
And
grumpy
your
old
idea of an
men.
apology. Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan,
There's always
our
more.
master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravosht, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravos needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences.
Just bumped into my mic. I'm gonna act like it didn't happen.
I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
Yeah.
What you had to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravosht is safe.
Settle that petty argument.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in.
Probably
enough
not.
Time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you?
A mo.
I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Ready.
You, ready for the off then?
Yep.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though.
No.
Not any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Y'all left the
Within
fucking
sight of
gate
the
open?
walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
And y'all left
What
the
was I
gate
saying about
open?
nasty surprises.
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
If you leave
We're
your
pulling
fucking
back
gate
behind the
open.
gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
Never mind. Maybe they have a gate system. I don't understand. Either way, I'm here. Let's kick some butt.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as
Let's
much
go.
time as I can.
And if they kill you?
They
You
won't.
evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
What's it like,
be
does?
right.
Take good care of Dravoj till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
I'm ready to give him the old what for.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Get fucking beamed, bruh.
It's over. Stay down.
Come on. Get smacked, you big bitch. You too. Oh, I goofed that up, right up. Come on. Come on. I couldn't, like, actually do the thing by dodging him, but if you wait long enough, it will charge. It does hella damage.
Nice try.
choice. Was that it?
Is that it?
That might be it. Oh. Maybe not.
Apparently not.
Oh. Oh. No clue what to do yet. Yeah, snatch him back down. Let's hit him with this one. Oh, I missed. You kind of left yourself open for that one, bud. Get some. Let's do this. Use that Phoenix and we'll do the tornado move. We'll do the Wrist Gambit. And we'll hit him with this.
Go for it. Over here.
Oh, I messed that one up. Did finish him off. Good shit. Should I do like? Alright, so did we save the town? Are we done? Was that it? I think that was probably it.
No, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I like Camaros, they're cool.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
I don't know about thinking about them later. They're always a cool fighting Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, Dragon's Dogma was sweet.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things.
Almost.
But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable.
I'm up for Dragon Dogma 2.
No
Yeah, I heard about it, but I haven't
flood.
looked up anything.
Meaning that any
Is there like a
living thing which
gameplay
stumbles into
trailer or
those
anything
mines
out?
will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
Yeah, I'll send you something cool.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more important.
Because I like that one because it was kind of like
home.
it felt like Monster
We'll fortify
Hunter
the gates to the north.
in
and I'll
its
see that
approach
they
to
got it day and
gameplay,
night.
but it does the
All right.
RPG open world thing
Then we'll
well.
give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
With like a hint of Dark Souls because of weird mechanics.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravos isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia.
Not anymore?
Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravos what a true master blacksmith looks like.
Can we take my smith?
I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere.
With me.
There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Aww.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
Cute.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
The cracked anvil.
And this is?
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravos in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
So I get a cool sword?
You know what? I think you might be right.
I get a cool sword.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Worth. So we gotta go back to the hideaway. I have a million other side quests. Like, so many.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right, fine. I'll go.
Meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
And we get direction.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
Thanks, ma'am. All right, might as well see what's going on here too. I'm trying to just see if any of like these objectives take me to the same spot.
Take that, you naughty...
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
The fact that you have a side
quest. I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Or that?
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats, and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too.
Oh, how nice for
They're going to make
Lubor.
him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders. Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon. May there indeed. I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention, and they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do.
No, I could just go fight.
Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
Ah.
How could I refuse? Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him
Fine.
stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you. I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
Everyone round town saying Master
Easy.
Lubo's going to
One
be
of them swings.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
What's up, Victor?
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to
Oh, yeah?
organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Let's go.
Yeah! Those ne'er-do-wells want to back.
All right.
Get away from me. I ain't got time for you. All right.
You deserve a rest.
Oh.
Aruda!
Because that's the giant light beam. Noise. Even though it wasn't really worth it.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Fingers! Take his head off!
Sorry, dude. Boom. Got him. Got him, got him.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
Right here, dude. Camera out for a minute.
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing.
All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed.
I don't know how y'all plan to do that.
Outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmec born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Okay, I did not expect this quest to involve me trying to save this man's reputation.
You all along. Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you
That
about
is not
Lubor.
right.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this, at least, he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
I mean,
So
I
what
think
do
he
you
can,
propose?
but whatever.
Will you drive him from his home?
Close his forge? Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in you.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
Yeah, kinda.
There's still hope. But
we're gonna tell you why there really isn't. We fade to black.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Sorry about it, kids.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor? Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here, your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right
now
then.
It doesn't feel like the time
to do.
for a reward, but thank you.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Quest complete. All right, let me bring that camera back. That was not a very exciting quest. Nor did it end happily, but we did it. All right, let's bounce up here.
Let's go.
Faster!
to deal with these ones first.
Farewell.
Just took care of the bomb. Let's beat everyone else's ass.
Get him!
Ooh. Oh, dog accidentally booted him up in the air.
Now to find this spherical echo.
Got it.
This is it. Right then.
Let's go to the Gilded Path, and we gotta cut up into the... We're moving.
This might take a while.
Oh, I gotta go back. Sorry, remnants. Ooh. The hell is a Helguru? We're about to find out. Oh, that took mad damage. Torgal got him. Bit him in the butt. Nice.
Come on. Run like the wind. Straight home now.
Speed, get this one. Noise. Anything up here? Besides, obviously, more bugs. everything I got. Double damn it.
Too slow. Too slow.
Ooh, get parried, my guy. Oh yeah, a little chest. Ring of the Demolitionist, whatever that is.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I kind of want to search this little alcove area.
Enough of you, are there?
What's up? Oh, there's no like item or anything? Oops. Not me to use tornado over here. But committed. That's the takedown.
There be light!
Oh, this Hoge just has a lot of health. A lot of health.
Waken! Nice try.
Sorry, dude. Got him. Hiding anything over here? No? I'm just gonna open a can of whoop ass. Nope. Nothing noteworthy. Sorry, dogs. Nothing, huh? Uh-oh. This doesn't seem good.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. May still be survivors.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Oh, Bill, are you awake now? I could have my old chair back.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader.
Let's cook all these guys. Got him. Luis.
Should have stayed in the past.
That's a lame one-liner.
These must be Cyril's colleagues.
But that's not going to bring him back from the dead, so might as well go report the bad news.
Thanks, stranger.
There's a treasure chest I haven't opened in the background.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site.
Why this game gives
appeared,
like normal jobs
our
weird
brothers
names?
here occupied their attentions.
Archaeologians,
Thanks
physicers,
to them and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
They're like a
Cyril
weird
told
cult.
me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks.
Thanks, dude.
May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
We're not leaving without that chest.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey, I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Alright, let's bounce back here. And I still have like a shit million other side quests. Honestly, as long as like I get them all started, I don't mind going on. I just don't want to like miss anything. I was like, where is this person?
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here,
It's grim, my guy.
take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
They're cold.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come.
Yeah.
Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him.
Oh, we're playing that card?
Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rosfield.
You are the cult of archaeologists. No shit.
And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him.
Oh, like this guy said, it was not a fruitful
first
conversation.
Shield to the Phoenix. I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
Mad experience, though. Breath of Ice Age. Oh, really no good way to get there. Bounce this way.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
Ooh, the word fruitful.
I'd say
Popping
so.
up a lot.
She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
Alright, so we got that, and then there's another side quest here.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you.
But it's our girl
I'd
Martha,
take something to
so...
Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Very, like, quick and to the point. Let's go,
Right.
Martha.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
All right, another quest. All right, let's take care of the one in Eastpool, and then the other two are actually really close to each other, so I'm glad that I got that started.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
Doing shit.
A delivery from Martha.
Yeah.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before
I got the gist of that.
They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike.
What is that? Are they like sitting there thinking over the well?
Unfortunately,
like,
we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in.
This.
They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous...
You have me, let's go.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
But can I also fight? I'm down to do that too. Nope. We gotta appeal to them.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men
8.
might be spared.
There's 8 people.
And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does.
Now that's how you give a speech.
We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men
Ship
and
a
women?
frying pan? Martha, go off.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh. The crowd murmurs are like my favorite. There's still only 8 of you. Ever.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Let's go. Martha's got her frying pan. We're ready.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashek, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat.
Ooh.
I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Let's do it.
You know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
Back my microphone. For Rosaria. Yeah.
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Go.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Alright, got that one. Not today, Raptor. Okay, but that could not have been all of them.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Let's go. So we gotta go fight another detachment?
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Fair.
Next one's mine.
All right, we gotta run. Come on. Thanks, Ambrosia.
Come on.
Listen, ain't nobody got time for you. I think I found him.
There it is. With me, Torgal.
I yank him down. Boom.
All right. Back to East Pool.
Well, they're probably still fighting.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord.
What I
we
do.
were able to eradicate the rest of the horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
I only count 5
No,
bears.
Sir Wade.
Did y'all
Us
lose
who should be
3?
thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
Very inspirational.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
The only thing that can make this whole mission any better is if they had a building montage where they were doing funny things and made a mess.
They're not slaves anymore.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
Ew, that's the name that y'all
I
settled
think you'll
on?
find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade.
I like East
But
Pudlian.
you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
Very, very
Clearing
long
the
ago.
goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the
Are you gonna
enemy's
tell me that
favor,
you just think about my
I
face?
thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender.
Thanks.
But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield.
Just kiss
I know
already.
that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Alright, so we gotta go back to Martha's Rest. What's up, Martha?
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
and it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Martha's a complex little character, huh?
But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we?
I'm not,
you can. The folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Ah, shit. Noise, I think we leveled up. Yay, Martha's Rust signboard. I figured it out. So when you complete like a character's kind of like quest line, because people have like multiple quests that will sometimes piggyback off of each other, you get like their little item to add to your room. Does the shop have something new?
What are you after? Much obliged. Thanks very much. There you go. Fare thee well.
Alright, so now we gotta cut down this way. Whole lot of side quests.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Run like the wind.
I think there should be a little bridge. Yeah.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet.
You were
Did
very
Doris come
loud,
to
sir.
know a slaver, I wonder.
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try.
Did not mean to do that one, but you know what? We'll commit. Burn him up.
You're finished. It's over.
Done. Anything good?
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
I try to calm my chair.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
Quest complete.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Oh, fuck. Oh, we're literally going back.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
What's Jill doing in the background? Just chilling? Now quest complete.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Looks like we can wrap this one up too while we're back here.
The man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles? That'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
I'll take a cool weapon.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Nice.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsmen alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravoist.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Yay!
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Lame. But we did it. And we got a sword called Ragnarok. And the goddamn rung. Got. I don't know how to pronounce that. How do I make it?
So what do I owe the honor? I never fought me in something if it hadn't been for you.
5, yeah. Yep.
Well, thanks for you, dear.
My secrets have been revealed. Hold on, camera out. Is my cat pulled on my green screen? Okay, well, that's a little bit better. Yeah, they're great. Needs more or Kelcum, Dark Steel, and a primitive battle horn. I don't have any of those things.
The stew's awfully thin.
Courage to fight. Yep. That's just people like thanking me. We got another thing, Martha's Rest signboard.
Covered in nicks
Let's go
and
back up here. Somewhere in the Velcry, there's a whatever something terror.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you.
1965 is my next upgrade. Honestly, we made really good time on a lot of these side quests. I only have 2 more of these things to find. Can you go this way? And then 2 more side quests to do besides that. Which pretty much is all I've been doing.
Trying to fight.
You know, my cat seems to just be like messing stuff up right now. Being a terror. Stop. Get kicked, bitch.
No holding back.
Ah. All the cats.
It's over.
Too slow.
Come on. Noise. Cool.
2 down.
1 to go.
Sell anything today?
As much as you.
This is no time to ride. Good girl.
Faster!
Let's go with this. And then I think we'll go turn this quest in, and I'll save the other 2 quests probably for tomorrow, and I think I might quit after this one. I know that this one is a big upgrade for me, so that's mostly why I want to finish this one up.
This might take a while.
Waken wind! Garuda! Waken wind!
See the Phoenix thing. Noise.
That's all of them.
Going back to the hideaway.
Come back. Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
How was she? The Enterprise. Ah, Sid.
Yeah,
Wasn't
man.
expecting
Got your
you
stuff.
back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Always good.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away. May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
I don't know what that does, but get it.
Saved my beacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
I don't.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
Noise.
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Noise. Bunch more experience. Expanded potion satchel. Inventory maximized. So I can carry 8 potions, 5 high potions, and 4 of the tonics. With 2 Ds. Got a trophy. Alright, but that is where we're gonna call it. At least I was able to get some side quests done tonight. But it's late for me, so I'm gonna eat food and then go to sleep. But y'all have been amazing. Thanks for hanging out and being a part of my stream. I hope I was a good part of you tonight. I'll catch you next time. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay you. We're gonna end in a raid, so get ready to go show the boozle some love. Good night, y'all.